Viewers, the ceasefire understanding may be on, but our forces are always alert, keeping a close watch on our untrustworthy neighbor. One of the equipments that serves as the first line of defense for India is what you see on your screens, the L-70 Bofors gun. This is a ground-based anti-aircraft gun meant to shoot down the enemy drones or aircraft. During Operation Sindoor, the L-70, remember, was deployed in the forward areas to protect key assets. My colleague Tejashree gets you a sneak peek of the L-70 Bofors gun up close.
Akashe Shatru Chahi. That means kill the enemy in the sky. And that's what our air defense system has been doing. Because offense is the best defense, it's been said. The air defense system of India during Operation Sindoor not just detected the drones, but shot them down, and also the aircrafts of the Pakistan as well. But behind me is the L-70 Bofors gun. That's the Army's eye in the sky, whether it's a drone trying to slip past the border or a fighter jet. This particular L-70 shots it down, because now in fact we have been seeing that the parameters of wars have changed. Pakistan and its cowardly attack have been sending number of drones to India and tried to attempt an attack in several parts. But this particular L-70 Bofors gun had shot all those drones down, the aircrafts down, and have given a befitting reply to our enemy. And let me tell you that this particular L-70 Bofors gun that you are watching on your television screens right now, right away, remember that not only during Operation Sindoor, but they were also used during the war of 1971, during 1999 as well. So here, in fact, you can see in the visuals that how these L-70 Bofors gun are completely well equipped and are all ready to shoot down the enemy up above in the sky. We'll get to know about the details, that not the operational details definitely, but what the main purpose is and how did it operate during Operation Sindoor. Operation Sindoor के वक्त सर कैसे इसे ऑपरेट किया गया था और किस तरह से पाकिस्तान के जितने भी ड्रोन्स आए थे, एयरक्राफ्ट्स थे, उनको मार गिराने में इसने सहायता की?
जी मैम, नमस्कार, जय हिंद। ये गन सिस्टम बहुत इफ़ेक्टिव गन सिस्टम है। इसका रेट ऑफ फायर बहुत ही हाई है और इसका लॉन्ग रेंज होने के कारण टारगेट को इंगेज करने में ये सक्षम है। दिन हो या रात हो, इस गन का मुख्य भूमिका में ये अपने दुश्मन के भेजे हुए एयर टारगेट, ड्रोन्स या एयरक्राफ्ट को दोनों को डिस्ट्रॉय करने में सक्षम है। ऑपरेशन सिंदूर के दौरान दुश्मन के भेजे गए ड्रोन, एयर टारगेट को हमने इस गन ने बहुत भूमिका निभाई, जिसमें हमने दुश्मन के टारगेट को बर्बाद करने में महारत हासिल की। धन्यवाद।
Sudhel, that's the frontline weapon that's used to bring down the enemy from the sky. And as in fact the officer was mentioning that how not just in the daytime but at the night time also it helps very well to detect the drone and make a precise attack at the night as well. And that's what our air defense system has been doing. We saw that how several drones, the drones that Pakistan had sent, the Turkish drones, the Chinese drones, all were shot down within minutes over here, say it be in Jammu or any other district nearby or in Kashmir as well. So that's the, in fact, that's why it is called as the Army's eye in the sky. That's the L-70, and that's what, in fact, it has been doing in Operation Sindoor and in the past wars as well. So that's definitely an old warhorse for Indian Army. With video journalist Amit, this is Tejashree, 4 Times Now.
Now, one of the equipments that helped protect the country was the Made in India air defense system, Akash Tir, one that is designed for modern threats. It can track and then give command to the weapons to target drones, aircraft, and even some missiles. My colleague Tejashree gets you a sneak peek of the Akash Tir defense system from up close. In fact, Rishabh as well has got this report.
So what you're seeing on your screen right now is artillery guns of Indian Army opening their barrels on the enemy. Remember, during Operation Sindoor, while the short arm, small arm firing, the ceasefire violations begin just after Pahalgam attack, and when after the CCS on 23rd of April, India took punitive action against Pakistan, including putting the Indus Water Treaty into abeyance. The small arm firing began from 23rd of April itself, after the 7th of May, when India knocked down about 9 terror bases, terror launch pads in POK as well as Pakistan, including the Lashkar headquarters in Muridke and Jaish headquarters in Bahawalpur. These small arms firing converted into further escalation, and that's when the artillery firing started happening from the Pakistani side. These guns, I'll ask my camera person Himanshu to show you. These guns were the guns that were the first to fire and showcase that what India was prepared for. The RT guns opened on 7th morning, and since then it kept on firing till understanding was approached by India and Pakistan on 10th of May. On 10th of May as well, there were RT firings. By 12th, it was finally decided between the two countries that the hostilities on the border, LOC and IB, will be seized. Here in Jammu and Kashmir, with camera person Himanshu Verma, Rishabh Marvin Pratap for Times Now. We are right now at a forward base of Indian artillery, Indian Army artillery. On your screens, you can see how these guns are fired. These are the guns that were used during Operation Sindoor to ensure that the fire coming in from Pakistan is well responded to. There are about 6 guns here, you can see on your screens right now, that will be firing, but they have been the part of Sindoor. Here in Jammu and Kashmir, remember, from the time Pahalgam happened, India took diplomatic punitive action. Pakistan started ceasefire violation. After 7th of May, the small arms firing turned into artillery, and the ceasefire violations were escalated. And here, these are a few of those locations from where we saw the artillery firing being responded in the most appropriate way from India. You can see Indian Army Jawans right now on your screen who are undergoing the process of firing artillery in response to the fire that came in from beyond the line of control from Pakistan occupied Kashmir. This is 15 Corps of Indian Army, the Chinar Corps of Indian Army. Here in Jammu and Kashmir, this is Rishabh Marvin Pratap with camera person Himanshu Verma for Times Now. I'm being joined in by a brigadier rank officer of Indian Army. Will not take his name for the identity, but he heads the gun area in forward area. Sir, 6 guns under your watch opened fire, hit as deep as 50-55 kilometers, including a brigade headquarters as well. The intercept says, the brigade commander saying, "Jaan bachate hain, daftar baad mein kholenge." What was it like?
On the night of 7th of May, when the Operation Sindoor started, all the troops were in high josh. The morale was very high. We knew that we were doing the task which the nation had demanded us to do. When the enemy started engaging our gun position, which he was very not effective and he was inaccurate, he wanted to engage our civilian areas. That is the time when we took on his military establishment, his gun areas, and we destroyed them.
Operation Sindoor has been paused. How prepared is Indian Army to respond to any further challenges?
See, Operation Sindoor is just on a pause. It is not over. So we are 24/7 prepared for any kind of challenge which comes up, any kind of misadventure which the enemy does. We are prepared for it, and we are ready to fire at all times.
What you're seeing on your screens are the forward RT bases of Indian Army in Chinar Corps, the 15th Corps in the north of Jammu and Kashmir. Where we are right now is one such forward base from where the RTs were fired. Remember, these RTs were fired not only till the LOC, but these RTs did inflict damage at the brigade headquarters in Pakistan as well. In POK, from here on, about 50 to 100 kilometers of locations of military establishment of Pakistani army were targeted in response to unprovoked ceasefire violation that began just after Pahalgam attack on 22nd of April, the moment India CCS, the Cabinet Committee on Security, decided that there will be punitive action against Pakistan. Diplomatically, the small arms fighting began. On 7th, when India targeted 9 bases of the terror launchpads and terror headquarters, including the Murid-K of Lashkar-e-Toiba and Bahawalpur headquarters of Jaish-e-Mohammed, the two most dreaded terror organizations that operate from Pakistan. These small arm firings converted into RT shelling from the line of control on the other side, and that's when the Indian Army swung into action, well prepared to ensure that they respond, and they respond in the most appropriate way. And this is what the response was. From here on, about 50 to 100 kilometers were targeted. Pakistan Army's brigade headquarters were targeted as well. The response was such, the RT response was such that an intercept talked about a commander on the other side telling his troops that पहले जान बचाओ दफ्तर बाद में खोलेंगे. There were intercepts as well which talked about how he left the brigade headquarters, went back deep into Pakistan and was in a mosque praying for his life. That's Indian Army for you all. Here in Jammu and Kashmir with camera person Himanshu Verma, Risham Armin Pratap for Times Now.